Wagele I do de nyata ne zaha so I'm going to do that ne jino hisles I do that I do sino go ne ko hine US anto ne ko sigun tagiro de voy hasta sa de go jino le kaye. Over the years, from about 1972, the language went down. I would say in a population of 15,000, we have 1,000 speakers left. And that's a quick estimate. I think we should bring it back because it's our only identity that's left. I mean, we've incorporated everything else, but let's not lose the language, you know, keep it going. And I think that's what identifies us as Kanien'kéha, as Mohawks.
It is who we are. It is so important that what if down the road no one speaks it anymore? How can we call ourselves Mohawks? That's how important it is. It's like lacrosse and hockey and sports are more important. But I remember when we had lacrosse games, and I remember the players talking to each other and yelling, and my father yelling, "Dezoyak, Dezoyak," throw it, hit it at it. You don't hear that anymore.
Well, it's really important to myself and to the tribal council and to the community as well to revitalize and bring back a lot more speakers into the community, even if we start off small and try to build a little bit more. We noticed when I started in 2013 that there was a significant decrease in participation. So in order for us to try to find out when's the best time, we started shuffling class times around, promoting more, trying to get the word out there. And then we just noticed that there was something that we need to know. We needed to hear from the community. What we did was in 2016, we actually did a survey to the community that outlined the different types of questions on times, locations, classroom curriculum, and we just wanted to hear back from the community in general and trying to accommodate those weekends and evening times that were relayed to us from the community.
Before the actual restructuring, we didn't offer evening classes, beyond 5 o'clock. After the business hours ended here, there was no classes. What we did is we incorporated evening classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 8. And then we also incorporated weekend classes from 10 to 11. And that occurs at the Diabetes Center, both the Diabetes Center and here upstairs. Once we adapted the classroom schedules to the community's needs, we saw a greater increase in registration.
We actually have, over 40 participants attending regular classes at the various times and locations. So we went from, maybe 5 to 7 to 40 people participating. So that's a success to me.
We started with beginners, and we started with the curriculum in the beginning level. But what happened was, when the students came to us, some of them had a lot of language already, so it went advanced quite fast. So we were able to expand on the curriculum. We've provided a lot of audio for them to listen, and then hands-on experience. So whatever they're doing, they practice it. Now in the language program that we're doing in the evenings, we try to do the same thing, but we have shorter amount of time. Now the class that we're doing on Saturday, we went from 10 to 11. The students just said it's not enough, so they want to go to 12. So we went from 10 to 12. And we simply took what they knew and the concepts that they had and the words that they could say in everyday language. And some of them knew them, and where they didn't know it, we provided material for them.
The classes, we're going to be offering new classes starting in January. What we're going to do is we're going to put out flyers in the newspaper, advertisement in the newspaper and the radios, and you can actually pick up the applications here at the tribe, and then you can either email them to me or fax them or drop them off at the front desk and they'll be delivered to me. Or you can bring them to my office, the Tribal Historic Preservation Office in the basement, and I'll take them and process them from there.
tuka sika kwakum takilo titale.
The intent is to show that you can be a very successful professional person and still utilize your language on a daily basis.
Do Akweso do wadadi Akwesasne Kanien'kéha.
We just want to be who we are, but we should have our language. That's so important. If you don't use it, you lose it. Just like anything.